Hey everybody, this is David at Barnyard Bees. Today's video is we're going to make a yellowjacket trap to get ready for the upcoming into summer and into fall, because the yellowjackets are going to start showing up very soon. And a lot of people's ask, how do we make these? And couldn't understand the instructions by the video, so I'm going to show a step-by-step procedure of how you make these. And what you'll need is some good duct tape, and I use the silver backing duct tape because it is extremely waterproof and very sticky. Now you can use the cheap stuff, but it won't hold down as easy. You remember the video with my yellowjacket, some of that tape was sticking up, it just wasn't good duct tape. This is the best you can get right here. It's like a silver backing that you peel off. It's very good. Then you need a soda bottle and a clear tote with a colored lid. Now, colored lid is what I used in the video. I'm not saying a clear lid wouldn't work, but that's what I use, and that's what worked for me. And then all I'm going to do, I'm going to cut this soda bottle. Right here's where the taper stops. These parts right here will be flanges that sticks down in. So I'm going to use this line right here to cut all the way around it. You can use scissors or you can use a utility knife, and I'll cut that out and then I'll resume the video. I took that soda bottle, and you can see right here the taper ends, and I left about 3 or 4 inches. This don't have to be exact. It's not that crucial. So now what I do, I'm going to take this soda bottle and lay it down on the lid. Hopefully my camera's angled right here. And I'm going to trace around it with a magic marker. That's all I'm going to do for right now. Just place it somewhere in the center. This don't have to be exact. If it's off to the side a little bit, no problem. It won't hurt a thing. I'm going to trace around it. And this hole too, it doesn't have to be exact. If it's off a little bit, it's not going to hurt a thing. So I traced the line all the way around it. And now I'll take a utility knife, just where it sits, and I'm going to trace all the way around, cut it out with the utility knife. I'll shove it down in there and just kind of work it all the way around. You could use scissors too if you can find some good scissors. We put it on pause and get it cut out. Okay, we got it cut out. Right there, see the hole right here, and see how this fits right down in there really good. Pretty slick. Now, the way this works, if you know anything about minnow traps or ever seen a minnow traps, it's tapered to when this part will be sticking down inside the trap. We'll cut flanges here to glue on top to hold it down, hold it in place. We'll bait it up, and then the yellowjackets will fly in, and when they fly in and out, they can't figure out how to get back out of the tote. Now here's another question. I'll address this before people ask. I said, well, how do you get rid of the yellowjackets? Well, the thing is, you just leave them there. There's no getting rid of them. Just leave it there. And I'm talking about leave it there for weeks or months. The yellowjackets keep going to it. They can't get out. They're going to die in there. They'll die from the heat. They'll drown in the liquid that you put in there. It's not like it's a trap you got to empty out every so often. This is a big trap. This is good for all season. And the nastier it smells, the more they come to it, because they like that old rotten smell in it. Now, what I do, I'm going to go ahead and kind of pardon the camera if you see it moving a little bit. The wind's blowing really hard, and I couldn't find my tripod, so I had to use my other little stand thing. So what I do, cut these flanges. I know that last video I said flange so many times that it aggravated some people when they comment how many times you gonna say flange. Some people complain about anything and everything. Anyway, so there's what we got, just like that. And what I'll do now, I'll push that down in there, just like that. I cut the flanges right up to the word flange again, right up to where the taper stops. And then what I'll do, I'll push those flanges over. And I'll show you here in a second. I can't hold it with one hand and do it here, but I'm gonna get that tape, that good strong tape. And right now I'll just break it in just a few little pieces like this. And then I'll push one of those flanges down. Gotta be a little bit aggravating. And then I'll just kind of go around it. Taping it, just to hold it in place for now, just a few all the way around it. While I'm doing this, I'll talk about, we've been camping for the last 2 weeks. And we was camping just south of Chatsworth. Actually about 15 minutes from Barnyard Bee store. It's a new campground called 411 River Rest. It's right on 411. Very nice campground. Any of you, if you ever come to visit Barnyard Bee's store and need a place to stay, and you have an RV, even if you don't have an RV, because they got cabins there as well. Very nice place, very nice people. We talked to them all week. Very friendly. They do anything they can to help you. And we loved it. We stayed there for 4 days. The week before, we stayed over in the Yellowjacket at a campground. But if you need a place to stay, you know, if we ever get out of this COVID junk where we can start having coffee bee chats, somewhere like that would be a perfect place to stay. And like I said, you don't have to have a camper. They do have cabins. Right now they're just putting them in. They're small, very small cabins, but it's something, you know, that you could stay overnight in that would just be perfect. And it would beat a motel room, because it's you would love, if you like that kind of atmosphere of the camping and such. But it's about 15 minutes south of our store in Chatsworth. I'm not making a penny advertising for them. I just thought they were super good people, and I told them I'd let people know about them. And then I got to thinking that would be perfect for people coming to our store to visit and needing a place to stay. So now I did make I made a full video showing the campground, and I'll put it in the upper right hand corner of this video. I haven't put it out yet, but I probably will this evening. And at the end of this video, you can go to it and watch it and see if that's something you like. But I'm telling you, it's a really nice place. Now, what I do with this tape here, it doesn't look pretty, but it doesn't need to look pretty. It serves a purpose, and that's all that matters. I just go all the way around it like this. With this tape, you can see how I'm just placing it all the way around, holding it, filling in all the little gaps and holes that they might escape. And this tape here, like I said, is very strong, very durable, very weatherproof. A lot better than, you could, like I said, you could use regular duct tape, but it's probably gonna come loose on you. So just invest in some of this right here. I think this whole trap, the tote was like $3 and something. The tape was probably more than the tote was. It was probably $4 for the tape. So under $10, you could have you a trap that will catch a lot of these good for nothing yellow jackets, as I call them. I know a lot of people defend it and they get mad at me saying that. Say they serve a purpose. Not in my bee yard, they don't. For the ecosystem and such, maybe they do, but they're a beekeeper's one of their worst nightmares. So the yellow jackets, in my opinion, look, I'm not a big protector of something like that so destructive to honeybees, and there's plenty of them out there. I don't think we're going to endanger those species. It'd be like trying to endanger the species of flies or mosquitoes. It's not going to happen. So I'm not going to worry about a few thousand yellow jackets being destroyed in my yard in order to save the honeybees. So you can't debate that. You just can't debate that. There's no way. So anyway, that's the tote incomplete or complete. And so now if you want to, here's the inside of it. You can see there's the bottle sticking out. And people asking how it looked on the inside. Well, that's exactly what it looks like. Just like a minnow trap. They can't figure out how to get out once they get in. So basically you just put a little bit of water in it, a little bit of sugar. Make sure you put some kind of meat in there, and preferably something like hot dogs or bologna, because it won't become rancid as fast. Raw chicken will be perfect, but you're going to start attracting a lot of flies, and it's going to rot really bad, and then it may even become unattractive to the yellow jackets. So that's why I'm thinking use what I found out best, use some kind of processed meat, like bologna, hot dogs, something like that. Some kind of meat source. Potted meat, cat food. Cat food is another good bait. Somebody has suggested that to me. I'm like, yeah, you're right. They do love cat food. And I mean, use the cat food that's canned cat food, not dry cat food. That would be a perfect bait to put in there with it. Just mix it right in with the water. And that's about it, folks. Don't forget, if you want to stay at that campground, check out that video in the upper right hand corner of this video at the end of it. And I do a complete tour of the campground. And spread our videos everywhere. Don't forget to click on the little bell, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Barnyard Bees.